Is Friday, December 8 for me. For many of you, it will be Thursday, December 7. This is the fortnightly etcd triage meeting, and I do believe Mofi is going to facilitate for us. So I will hand over to him, and he can guide us through the session. Thanks, team.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Mofi, new member, or not member yet, but new participant on the etcd community, and trying to help wherever I can. And I just started sharing my screen. If anyone has seen this yet, yes, someone has seen it. Fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna get started, and we're gonna start us off with the PR to SIG etcd in under Kubernetes. I also have some notes that James graciously provided to me so that I am not completely lost of what's happening. Okay, so the first one is again, it's a PR that is already accepted, so I don't think there's any action from our end, but this is someone adding a metric into the etcd so that they can collect more stuff, and I think it's already being worked on. It's just mostly for FYI for our end. We don't really have to do anything. So
we have people reviewing it.
Yeah, I think there are reviews. I think Wacek and is reviewing it. I see some comments happening, some tests happening. So I think we're all good there.
Great.
I'm gonna move to the next one, which is issue.
I'm sorry. Do we want to? Does it have the triage accepted label? Do we need to? Okay, so
it already has
so
a
that
triage
next
accepted
time.
label.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, and the other issue that is open under the Kubernetes, this one is it's a new issue. And we would want any volunteer, if they want to kind of experiment with this and kind of report back to the group to see what action is to be taken here. It's a pretty, it's on 1 week, but it's still pretty new. So if anyone in the call wants to kind of take that as an action item to experiment and come back with whatever they find about this issue and what actions should be taken from our end, that would be awesome. So we have anyone?
So just to give a little quick context while folks have a think about it. So this one looks like a performance improvement with the interactions between Kubernetes and etcd. It does need a bit of investigation though. So I think the ask is for someone to have a look at this new etcd3.guaranteed update back off feature and just kind of give some thoughts in the issue on where to from here. I think we can do the triage accepted today, but we'll just see if anyone on the call is interested in possibly making a bit of a Kubernetes contribution to look into this.
Yeah, if anyone, if no one else is...
I can take a look.
Oh, fantastic.
Of work on SE3 before that.
Foundation, I put in the chat.
Yeah, do you have? If you have the link open, if you can just go and comment that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, someone else can assign that
Or
to you. Awesome. All right, now
can I just check? Sorry, Suyan, are you a Kubernetes member, an org member?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, you should be able to do the /triage accepted command once you have a look at the issue, and yeah, all good. Thank you.
Awesome. Moving back for etcd, we have a couple of PRs that we would take a look as a group together. This one is about updating the gRPC dependency stuff, and we just first need to make sure that this PR is still valid. And I think James did tell me that some of the gRPC updates have been backported to 3.5 branch. So we just need to make sure.
Yeah, do you want to bring the PR up on screen? I just want to check the versions.
I did not share that tab. There you go. Okay. Is it sharing now?
It's been around for a little while, and I'm pretty sure this is wanting to get release 3.5 to 158. If you go files changed,
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we now have release 3.5 at a higher gRPC version.
Okay. So in that case, I can go and check against the version later to make sure that this is the case. If that is the case, we can just close it, right?
Yes, I believe so. Just with a nice message to say, hey, thanks for
Yeah.
proposing this. It
I
looks
see.
like
I see
it was
another
already
comment made by
addressed.
someone else that this has been other changes has been merged.
Yeah.
So okay. Share this
Maybe we can
button.
just add a quick comment to say discussed during etcd triage meeting, assigned to @Mofi if you wanted to have a look at it.
Yeah.
To check if this can now be closed or something like that.
I still can't assign it, so I will comment so someone else can assign it. Look. These changes are already satisfied with a different PR. Okay, the second PR on the list is this one. I'm going to share this tab, and this one is a draft, so not necessarily something you can talk about just yet, I don't think, but this is a proof of concept PR that has conflicts with the main. So if everybody agrees, I think we can close this PR because it is diverged quite a lot since it has been opened 6 months ago.
Yeah, so this one was on the cusp of being closed as stale also, and I just thought, rather than kind of waiting another couple of months for Stalebot to do the thing, we may as well just close it. So we can just add a quick message at the bottom, as long as no one kind of disagrees, but just say, discuss at etcd triage meeting. This draft is can be closed. Yep. All good.
Okay. All right.
One less open PR in the list for for the project.
Yeah. Now for the issues. I'll move this tab to here again, and okay. So this one is a newly reported bug. It is like 3 days old. An intermediate bug where non-TLS clients sometimes get mapped to the TLS handler. And so we need a volunteer to, I guess, first of all, try and reproduce it to see what exactly is causing it. And then, if possible, maybe even look for a solution if there is one. I mean, I think the first step is always figuring out what exactly causing it and what needs to be fixed, if we can figure that out. If not, maybe it's an underlying issue that we need to create to go then fix it. So any takers?
Even one step kind of ahead of that, if you just go to the how can we reproduce it header in the bug report, it's just not quite enough for us to action. So there's kind of a summary on how the reporter thinks we can kind of recreate it. But if someone has, I don't know, half an hour to write a little bash script that would start etcd with listeners of this configuration, which is pretty ordinary configuration, and then hit it with a bunch of etcd CTL requests, just to try and actually reproduce the issue, that would be helpful. Before even trying to getting into like root cause analysis, just trying to reproduce it would be the first thing.
I think I can try this one over the weekend, if it's okay.
Yeah. I think if you would just like to go and send a comment that you would like to take a look.
I'll do that. Yeah, just give me a second.
Awesome.
Thanks, Vivek. Yeah.
The next one is this issue right here, 17,003. This one talks about connection reset by peer to API when cluster is unhealthy. Yeah, this is also pretty recent. It's about 2 weeks old, and I think the issue also proposes a solution. So I guess we're looking for someone to go explore that proposed solution and if that actually solves this particular problem.
Yeah, if you jump down a little, Mofi, there's a little bit of discussion under this from Thomas and the issue reporter. And if you go to the very last comment, there's sort of a suggested approach that we could explore. So I think a first step for this would be like just having a proper read through and just trying to find maybe the couple of code files that are relevant for where that response is being not currently returned at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone else wants to do it, that's fine. I'm happy to do that as well on this one. So if anyone wants to do it, speak now or forever hold your peace, I guess. If not, I'll just, yeah, I can take a look. Please assign this to me. All right. Yeah, seems like an interesting problem.
All right, I'll
Okay.
assign to you.
Thanks, Wanja. Okay,
Thanks.
next up is this one, which is 17,054. Flaky test periodic hourly and test periodic minutes. And this one is talking about test flake, which has some discussion and can help wanted. Okay. Yeah, we need some further investigation on this one. So we're looking for volunteers. It's a help wanted there. That means like, if you can reproduce and see what exactly is causing it, or like just kick the tires on this and try to help identify it a bit more. And some discussion under there. Oh, just one comment there. Yeah. So if anyone wants to kind of try this out and help us discover further exactly what's causing the flaky tests.
I will just mention, so whoever potentially picks this one up, the original report is from Benjamin, one of the project maintainers. So if you wanted to kind of work together with someone to try and get to the bottom of it, feel free to reach out to Benjamin on Kubernetes Slack or in the issue, and just see if you can work together on it.
Yeah. There are no takers. I'm happy to take this one too. Sure. Okay. Can take.
Yeah, either the host take it or whoever didn't attend the meeting take it.
Yeah, assign everything.
Just to be clear, I don't want to set a precedent where if you volunteer to facilitate the meeting, you have to end up like picking up all the issues. Like we won't get any more volunteers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So this is the exception, not the rule. I am willingly doing this. No one is forcing me. So
thanks, Murphy.
Thank you very much.
Okay, cool. The next and the last one in the list of the etcd repo, which is this one. And this one is about certificates. Fun. This is.
Can I just check? Sorry, do we have Ivan on the call? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I think there's a comment from today. Ivan was keen to look at this one, I think.
Yeah, so I didn't volunteer to the other ones because, to be honest, I'm already a little bit deep into this one.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I'm just waiting for Benjamin to assign it to me. So he said like
Oh,
wait
yeah, sorry.
1 or 2 days.
In that case, 100%. Yes. I think, Wenja, if you can assign it to instead of me, you can just, if you can.
This one?
Are we talking about? Oh, yeah, Ivan. Actually, that's good. That's perfect.
Okay.
We have already a volunteer for this. Everything's all good.
Thank you.
All right. I just wanted to read through what it says in the issue. Okay. Yeah, we're replacing a deprecated X509 certificate thing with something else, and so it seems like Ivan already has spent some time looking into this, so I think we are all sorted there. Okay, and the last issue, this is a website one. It is a migrate etcd storage file to Markdown. I have seen some discussion here. I did not get a chance to look at like what was the final decision made. It seemed like we were talking about both having it as doc and as well as as a blog post. James, can you clarify a little bit more on that?
Yeah, I can give it a bit of context on this one. So Piotr, the person that's raised the issue, used to be an active etcd maintainer, and they've changed roles. So this is one of their last PRs that they'd raised. I actually think it belongs on the website, perhaps under the learning section. And it just, the PR never kind of got finished here as something we could merge directly into etcd. I think we should just put this on the website. If you go files changed, Murphy,
yeah,
you'll see it's like, it can pretty much just be copied, this content into a new markdown file for the
Oh.
etcd website repo. So if someone wants to do a website change, this would be pretty trivial. You've got your content, you just gotta put it in the right place in a new file on the etcd website repo. And then I think we can actually get it merged so people can use it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and also it's like for a contributing MD doc, this is way big of an addition to the existing one, it feels like, for the existing GitHub repo. Yeah, anyone wants
Yeah,
to
so we're
take it?
trying to avoid writing kind of extensive documentation or anything directly under etcd. Like, we're trying to use the website for as much as we can for the user-facing stuff or the learning stuff these days. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone wants to take the task of moving the existing document here to the etcd website.
If no
can-
one else wanna take it, I can.
Oh, awesome, Ivan.
Let me
So
comment on the.
yeah, please.
I don't have the ticket, so give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's the link under website. And one last thing, it's not, we recently just started last week on this. James, we didn't list it here, but do you want to talk about looking at the device, like the size for testing ARM instances?
Yes, so we should have a few samples now in the GitHub Actions summary. Do we have, is FICO on the call?
Yeah, I looked through a bunch of them earlier this week as well. And pretty much every single time ARM instance gets used, the memory usage is below like 6 GB size. So
Yeah.
I can confidently say if we set it to 8 GB, we can pretty much be always double the space we need, but we can be more conservative and go 6 GB even.
I reckon let's just go to 8. It's
Yeah.
a dramatic improvement on the 32 that we've been allocating so far. I do notice, like, we had a new contributor last session who wanted to pick up that PR. Maybe just reach out to them on
I can
Kubernetes
end the
Slack
issue,
and,
mention her. Just for context, people who has not seen this, I think one of the thing we do for running workloads on ARM machines is we set up devices, and the device has, I don't know if this file is the one, yeah, right here. So actuated, we do ARM 64, 8 CPU, 32 GB, and we have ran a metrics collection on this for the last week, where we have not been using more than 4 GB of RAM. So James opened this issue last week, and we kind of looked through it. Looks like we can save a lot of the resource consumption by using a smaller device here, basically. We don't really need to have such a large device to run the ARM tests anymore. Yeah.
Cool, so that would be nice to tidy up, and I'm sure the actuated.dev folks who are giving us those machines will be very thankful to have some extra resources, given how many tests we're running. One other thing, team, I noticed we've got about 9 minutes left, and we got through our main list, which is awesome. There's actually, I found another PR, which I think we might just be able to kind of close. If you jump to the PRs list, Murphy, yeah, and I think it was on page 3 from memory. Where were we? And yeah, no PTY. So this is another draft that's potentially about to go stale. It's from a maintainer, Merrick. So I just wondered if we pop a quick comment in this and can ask if we can just close it down, rather than waiting another month or two for it to close automatically. Just try and tidy stuff up.
Fantastic. All right, so we talked about this as well. I'm going to put that in the doc.
So with that, floor's open, team. If anyone else has a PR or an issue or something they would like to take a quick look at, otherwise we can have 5 minutes back.
So one quick thing, James. So you mentioned for bvault that it will be good to enable the /OK to test. But
Yes, good memory. And Raft also.
I can
Do
work
you
on
mind
those two.
opening the issue?
Okay, in both? Okay.
Yeah. And maybe we could, if you want to pick up one of them, that's cool. Maybe we could, given it's like a known implementation and it's like a pretty straightforward thing, maybe leave one of them as a good first issue that we could talk about next fortnight, or someone could pick up who's like really new and just wants something that's like really straightforward to pick up. But if you can take care of Bbolt, that would help out Benjamin, because he's been, yeah, we can kind of approve tests for him rather than waiting for him to have to look at every single PR to enable the tests. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, if
Alright.
no other comments, I think we can all take about 7 minutes back for the day. Wendy, did you have a comment?
I just want to say that was a really well-run bug triage. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely, much appreciated, Murphy. And the invitation is still there. So if someone would like to help out for next fortnight, we'd love to have you join in. And you can just leave us a note in the Google Doc if you'd like to facilitate the session. Yeah, huge thanks for everyone for piling in. Yeah.
Before we finish the call, though, I think, James, if you have a chance, just take a look at the meeting invite and the document update. It took effect for everyone, not just me, because I was not sure. Just to
Will
make
do.
sure that
Also, so in the sense of or in the same line, I think the community meeting still has a link to Google Meet.
Oh,
And so I was confused. Yeah, I think it needs to be updated to the Zoom link.
yeah, we'll remove that. And also, I like how we now combine the bug triage meeting with the community meeting, so we only have one doc to track. So I will remove the bug triage meeting and move everything to the community meeting. So and then update the meeting so we have the right doc there. And thank you to everyone who joined and actually pick a
sorry.
case.
Sorry. So
Yep.
I'm Chen Chen, and I share like something like in the Slack channel about the. I don't know if you remember that or saw that. Like
for the security review for etcd.
Yeah.
Okay. I did suggest, so next week we'll have an open agenda etcd community meeting where usually the maintainers will, like more maintainers will be on the call. It would be good to talk through there if that's all right. I think the assessment is pretty much done. Is that right? It just needs like a review.
Yeah, so what we need is just some like feedbacks about like what should we change or add like or remove in the like the documents. Yeah, since since all this assignment is due like next Tuesday, so I guess like I hope you can like just give some like very simple feedback is also great.
Okay.
Like feedback about what should we change.
Okay, so given the time pressure, let me invite everyone. So for anyone on the call, if you have a chance, there is a post in SIG etcd Slack channel with a link to a markdown document, which is kind of a high-level security posture assessment for the etcd project. And a huge thank you for kind of pulling it together on behalf of the project. It is appreciated. One thing I noticed, it's like trivial, and it's not a big deal, but etcd is always written as lowercase, never with a capital E. So you may just want to tweak that. But that was when I had a very quick read through the other day. That was just one thing that stood out as I was reading. But I didn't see anything that I kind of disagreed with.
Yeah, and I add the link to the team chat.
Thanks, Wenjia. Cool.
Or the meeting chat.
Okay, yeah. So for anyone that has some time, please take a look at that link. And yeah, if we have any feedback, we'll get that to you. Yeah, maybe just change that etcd to lowercase, keep Marikafi. Yeah, okay, so I think
Well,
that
I
is
guess
us.
we will take 3 minutes back instead of 7 minutes back, but thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and thanks for the opportunity to help run this meeting.
Cheers, team.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you
Bye.
next week. Bye.